Welcome to PWine.
I love how we all just sit there and step over sitting on. It's like pausing for a thumbnail.
But I feel like all of our thumbnails look like this, though.
They
So
either look like that or they're completely rolled and they never look the same.
we should really just pause halfway through a video for like a really good thumbnail.
Yeah.
We'll try. So let's
It's
dive
a mammoth
straight
episode.
into this because this is our first episode where we're gonna like deal with like a double header. And it's not just a double, it's not just any double header. It's Spain, Austria sprint, Austria race. So I feel like it's more like a triple header in 1 week.
But before we discuss, what are you drinking now?
I am drinking a Swedish number with notes of berries.
In other words, you're not drinking wine.
It's called Kopperberg.
In other words, she's not drinking wine.
I am pea cider today.
Decided.
What are you drinking, Em?
I'm drinking the New Zealand number.
Oh,
I'm reunited with my Ned.
of course. If there's
First
one
time
wine that she's going to go back to time and time again.
is a Ned savvy babe.
Oh, bless you.
Just love it.
So this kicks things off with Spain.
Yes.
You didn't watch it live. You were.
I'm not going to lie, I've not watched it. I've not even watched these highlights. Just not had time.
Okay. So
Viewers, disclosure, I have been travelling for work this week.
yeah. To be fair,
Hence why I've not had time to watch it.
yeah, I think that's a good excuse, to be fair. Um, so recap on Spain. Lando's second ever pole start, fucked it up. He was too busy
That bit
defending
I've seen.
against
That bit I've seen.
okay. Too busy defending against Verstappen that nobody saw George Russell come in. And in a blink of an eye, George Russell was leading the race. I mean, it didn't last for too long, to be fair. Like Verstappen and Norris did see to that. But long story short, Verstappen won by 2.5 seconds, give or take a couple of hundredths. But if we're gonna live in my delusional world of, it's not even delusional, it's factual because Norris got stuck behind Russell for 4.5 seconds. So he probably would have caught up to Verstappen because he gunned for Verstappen. So Verstappen won. Lando was visibly pissed off. Understandably, he's won once now. He wants to win all the time, which, you know, I think he didn't even do his champagne pop. He looked like he'd been crying, and I just wanted to give him a hug.
Yeah, I seen in our chat that he didn't do the champagne pop, but then I didn't know if it was what we thought a couple of races ago. I didn't quite see it. But this time he definitely did not do it, did he?
No.
Poor baby.
Yeah, I just wanted to give him a cutch. And for those people who don't know what a cutch is, it's a Welsh hug.
Oh, it's stuck in Welsh.
So that's pretty much it. For Spain, a bit of drama,
Bit of drama with the Ferraris.
yeah, yeah.
That made Carlos say the words ding dong at least 16 times in a sentence yesterday.
Yeah. Mercedes surprised.
Yeah.
Hamilton obviously got that third place on the podium. Mercedes
Did
are
his team arrive though for that though?
Mm?
Did his team arrive? Did his team watch the podium? Because we did see a number of times last year his team didn't join the podium, did they?
I think like quite a few went. I don't think Toto went, but obviously there's that whole controversy around Mercedes trying to jeopardize Hamilton, but obviously that's just hearsay and rumors and stuff. So,
Yeah,
and I think that's just people on the internet coming to their own conclusions. We would never truly know the truth. But obviously Mercedes upgrades are bringing, which has shocked everybody.
yeah.
And I think Ferrari are going backwards. Like they literally their upgrades were absolutely insane for Monaco.
And now they're just like they're non-existent.
And now it's almost as if they've gone back to Ferrari strategies of 2023. Cheers to that. It's not quite a shot, but
Not quite a bit beginners.
hmm.
But we can resume that next weekend.
Yay! I can't, but yeah,
Oh,
I'll have shots of water. It's fine. Um, so yeah, Spain was eventful. Like that battle between Norris and Russell was insane.
yeah.
Not that you've seen it.
I was gonna say what I've the bits I've seen of it. Like I'm not saying I've watched highlights and stuff, but you see stuff like your videos on your Instagram and
Yeah, like other stuff on TikTok, you know.
yeah, and like, I've seen that, and then it was kind of like both Norris and Verstappen forgot Russell was there. He just went,
Yeah, to the point where I thought Russell was going to run Norris off the track, and I was gripping onto Jason's thigh, like, he's gonna do it! It's like, and again, Verstappen celebrated his win like we don't normally see. Well, we certainly didn't see him do celebrations like that in 2023. And what I said a couple of
no.
episodes is that Verstappen is really set. He's working hard now.
Yes, and he has to go against them McLarens because them McLarens are the closest competition they've got.
Although Mercedes is starting to scare me.
Yeah,
As a McLaren girly, Mercedes is starting to scare me.
well nobody's scaring me. It's a Ferrari girl.
The Ferrari strategies or lack of Ferrari strategies is starting to scare me as well. Anyway,
Anyway,
Austria,
Austria,
Spielberg.
the Red Bull Ring. I have my stats ready. So it is a 4.318 kilometre track.
Quite a long track.
It is. We did 71 laps there this weekend in the feature race.
Yeah.
It's 10 corners, but really there's only 7. So the class and like the chinks in the road, like that is a corner.
Bit right, or the bit left.
Yeah, like just passing that as a corner on this track. So it's 10 corners, but really,
A slight
only
chicane is a corner.
yeah. Well, one, it's not even a chicane. It's like here, if you look here, that's a corner.
That is not a corner.
I'm like, don't think so. That's a corner. Not a corner, really. Just the way the road goes.
How many drag reduction systems have we got?
We've got 3 DRS zones, 3 DRS detection zones, but there's no real straight other than the start and finish straight. The rest of the DRS zones are where there's been like a little chink in the road, and it's like, so yeah, it's gonna be an exciting race, I think. From
Yeah.
what Polly was like, sprint quali was like today, and what free practice was like.
Managed to watch sprint quali.
Did you?
Yeah.
Little devil.
Don't worry, everyone was coming into the office going, what's happening? Well, I was watching free practice and I was like, something's happened to Verstappen. Everybody stop. Verstappen has stopped.
That was a lot of the thing. That was a lot of for a lot of the Red Bulls today. So Isaac Hadjar in F2 car gave up twice.
Because you know what happens, don't you? If that man changes his engine one more time.
He gets a penalty.
Oh, does
But
he
he
get a
can
penalty?
actually 10 minutes. But he can go back to old engines
Yeah, but
without a penalty.
yeah, but
Go back to the Australia one, please, Max. Just for one more race.
but yeah, I got a little bit too excited. Um, and then I had a meeting, so I had to stop watching free practice. So I was like, there was 5 minutes left of free practice, and my meeting started, and I was like,
And you hold on, I'll be 5 minutes late.
to be fair, one of the girls went to make me a brew for the meeting. She was like, I can't make you a brew, and I was like, thank you. And the meeting finished, and then sprint quali started.
So we've got a new layout on the track as well, haven't we?
Mm.
Is it turn 6?
I'm not 100% sure which turn it is, sorry.
I really want to say it's turn 6. That they've widened the runoff zone.
Mm.
They've shortened the curb to 1.5 metres, so the car goes fully over. It'll hit gravel and it'll completely slow them down. Try and stop people from hitting the curb to slow gravel. They've shortened the curb to 1.5 metres and then the gravel starts after that. So
Yeah,
a full F1 car's 2 metres wide.
yeah. Do you know what really surprised me during like free practice and quali and stuff? Didn't really see any track limits, considering they were dishing out track limits like they were going out of date last year.
Yeah, so I think the curb thing, they've done that on the major turns. Track 6, obviously, with the gravel track. I want to say track corner 10 as well. They've made that gravel track bigger.
Hmm.
It's made a lot of people go off track more, but they were like fully off track
Yeah,
rather than just at the curb and bouncing back.
dipped in.
But yeah, it wasn't like last year.
No, which I was quite surprised at.
It was just track limit after track limit after track limit.
Mhm, mhm. So with sprint quali, there's we're going to talk about two elephants in the room.
Okay.
So going into Q3, coming out of the pit lane, Ferrari was Ferrariing.
Stop.
I just wondered why. I was like, "Where are you off, Han?" And then he just didn't go again, and I was like, "Oh no!"
We really tried to get him out again.
But he did.
It isn't it
He
isn't
did.
out lap.
No, there's
It
no
isn't out lap.
time.
And as he was crossing turn 10, 0, couldn't do a fast lap.
Automatic 10th place. Oh, child.
Selfishly, glad it was Charles and not Carlos.
Well, yeah, obviously. Where did Carlos come?
Fifth. Not bad.
No.
Not great either.
But he did get the car going again, so obviously there's no penalties regarding that.
Yeah,
And it is only the qualifying for the sprint race. To be fair, they're not. I don't think drivers are that bothered about sprint races.
not at all.
It doesn't classify as a win.
No, but Charles not crossing the line for a time classified as a DNF.
But he's still 10.
Sometimes people do DNF.
So, an even bigger elephant in the room.
Please tell me what I think you're going to be.
I don't know. Shall I just
So
say
I
it?
have a team and somebody out qualifying their team.
Both Alpines in the top 10?
Oh no, not what I'm going to say.
Oh no, both Alpines in the top 10.
They've not been just good in a sprint race.
No, but so we wrote off Alpine at the start of the season. Yeah. And all of a sudden they've just they they've started appearing.
This is like a car situation from last week.
Eh, it's wow. What was your
It's
elephant?
exciting.
It is very exciting because it's no longer French pain.
French P now.
Mm,
Back
just
to French P.
just back to French pain. So what was your elephant?
Logan Sargent out qualified Alex Albon.
I missed that bit.
He out qualified Alex Albon by 4 places. So Alex is starting 19th tomorrow and Logan's starting 15th. I'm going to go 14 to 60, 14 to 70, maybe a bit wiped out.
Yeah.
He's middle of the pack.
Oh, little Logie bear.
I'm so happy for it. First time this season he's out qualified. His teammate.
Bless him.
Upgrades this weekend.
Has there been upgrades this weekend? Tell me more.
McLaren. We've got a new front wing and a new. I don't remember the wording.
That explains the spray paint on Piastri's car earlier then for free practice.
Yeah.
Because
The beginning of free practice. It was only Piastri that had the new wing on. And they were trying different setup changes throughout. So both new setup changes in both cars, but with both one car having one wing on and one car having the other. I want to say it's the downshift at the front, the suspension, front suspension. Got a new setup for that as well.
I love it when they spray paint the cars because it just looks like they've like, have you ever seen Ghostbusters? Do you know Slimer? It looks like they've just hit Slimer and it's just all like ectoplasm's just all over their cars and it's just yeah. And that's my nerd coming out right there. So I just love it. I just love watching like this just spread all over the car because of aerodynamics. So McLaren with upgrades. Now we all know what happens to a McLaren with upgrades.
Better than a Ferrari with upgrades.
Better than a Red Bull with upgrades.
That Red Bull just didn't look very promising.
No. If you ask me, they should just go and fetch the RB19 and use that again.
Bring that back.
Yeah. But Max is like, where's that RB19? So I'm quite happy we've left recording until Friday because we've been able to talk about the sprint qualification. We're able to talk about some of the free practices. We're able to talk about like upgrades that are happening. There's no new liveries this week, unfortunately.
No, which I'm very surprised at.
Yeah. I thought there might have been a new like a Red Bull livery, but then
Yeah.
they've got much money left of these, so
No.
there's a helmet.
It's a special person's special race this weekend.
I think I know you're about. Is it a certain driver's 250th race?
It is. And
At
he's
the
got a
Red Bull
special
Ring?
helmet. He's got a special helmet. Which is the same as his first karting helmet. But yeah, this is his new.
Oh, it's a proper little Red Bull helmet, isn't it? Oh, look at baby Danny Rick. Oh. That's a proper little Red Bull helmet. That's nice. It's like, it looks like the can.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I quite like that. But I like that more than the maple syrup one.
Oh, you like the maple syrup one?
I did like the maple syrup one. That was nice. So obviously being in Austria,
Yes.
Um, Podium's not as specific as like Spain.
No, but it's not. No, but we have only had 6 winners since 2016.
Mm. I've only gone back as far as 2020 because I like the fact that it was the first race back after lockdown,
Yes.
and it was a very, very special race in 2020. Well, a very
Tell
special
me more.
result.
It's very special one, sorry.
Very special result in 2020.
Go on. Tell me more.
So, Valtteri Bottas won.
Yes.
Uh, Charles Leclerc came second, but baby Lando Norris came third, and it was his first ever podium in Formula One,
Oh, baby Lando.
which was 4 years ago, and we all know how that man's doing with number 4 this year.
Lando in.
So, yep. 2021, Verstappen, Bottas, Lando Norris again. 2 years in a row.
Lando, Lando, Lando. Oh, world champions, Lando.
2022 was Leclerc,
Yes.
Verstappen, Hamilton.
Oh, no, Lando.
No Lando. And 2023 was Verstappen, Leclerc, and Perez. So
Yes.
our consistent drivers on that podium really have been Verstappen and Leclerc.
Yes.
So we can expect probably big things from them. Yeah, so Verstappen and Leclerc have been on the podium quite consistently the last 4 years. I didn't really go back to 2019. So you could probably expect similar-ish things from them this weekend, unless something catastrophic happens.
But in 2020, we had 2 races, 2 Austrian races.
Oh, did we? Oh, sorry, my bad.
I only just read it in a week. So one was the Styrian Grand Prix, one was the Austrian Grand Prix.
Oh, right, okay.
Hold on at February.
I did not know that.
So Bottas won the Austrian Grand Prix.
Yeah,
Let's see who won. Well, Hamilton won the Styrian Grand Prix.
right.
Let me look at that podium.
I did not know this. Where was I?
I don't know.
To be fair, I don't recall things, as we very well know. I am Emily, and I suffer from short-term memory loss.
Well, back
But
to things as well. So this was Hamilton, Bottas, Verstappen. Pretty
so
standard for 2020, really.
yeah, Mercedes era and stuff.
Yeah.
So our tires for this weekend
Tyres for this weekend.
are softest, and softer. Again, so we got our C3, a C4, and our C5s. Bring back super soft, ultra soft, hyper soft.
F2 still have super softs.
I know.
2 still have purples.
The purples were ultras.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, super softs were red because white used to be medium, yellow was soft, red was super soft, purple was ultra soft, pink was hyper soft. Sorry, I can go on.
Continue if you'd like.
It's okay.
Before we go on to vote predictions,
Oh,
we've
sorry.
had 2 driver signing contracts confirmed this week.
Oh. I am
Gasly.
so shocked at one. Like I were more shocked at this one than I was Lewis Hamilton going to Ferrari. But before we go on to that one, we'll just keep you in a little bit of suspense, and we'll talk about
Pierre Gasly.
Pierre Gasly.
So Pierre's confirmed his seat on a multi-year deal. Who's going to be the other driver?
I don't know.
I think it might be Jack Doohan.
Jim.
I think it might be because nobody really, other than Behrman and Antonelli, are really showing any sort of. Well, I'm saying that Paul Aaron's absolutely immense at the minute, but I don't think he'll get the seat because I don't think he's been driving. I'm sure this is like his second season in F2. Or his first season, he drove one of Clement Novalak's races towards the end of the season last year. So I'm not sure where else is going to go. But yeah, Gasly has a seat.
Wait, it was a bit obvious, really, to be fair. Like, I didn't.
Yeah. They got rid of Ocon, they were going to get rid of both of the drivers.
No. No, they weren't, were they, really? And I feel like Gasly's value is probably lined up with Alpine's value is a bit better.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, we got Gasly out of the way. Let's move on to the most shocking signing
Okay.
ever.
Yes.
Lance Stroll
Okay.
for Aston Martin. Breaking news.
I'd seen a meme today that was a voiceover from Veronica, not Veronica, Veruca Salt from Charlie the Chocolate Factory that said, "This is how the deal went down with Stroll. Daddy, I want another pony," and he just gets given it. Essentially, all that's happened.
Yeah.
Do I think it's the right decision? No. Was it inevitable? Yes. There's always thing about that too, and no matter how many times him and Lawrence go out and say that Formula One team wasn't bought for Lance, it 100% was.
Yeah. But he's not the worst Formula One driver on the grid.
No, he's not.
He's middle ground.
But there's better drivers that have not got a seat yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just not true. They shouldn't have even announced it, really.
There wasn't really breaking news, was it? Let's be fair.
Not at all. So much so I missed it.
In other breaking news, the sky is blue.
Water's wet.
Emily's Welsh.
And it's they're just things that just are right, true.
Yeah. So it's not the signing we wanted, and it's not the signing that we needed.
No. One more. The next one has to be Mr. Carlos Sainz.
Yeah.
Has to be.
That Mercedes seat is still empty.
It's not. From what I've read today.
No, I'm just saying, because obviously we're waiting for Carlos to have a seat, and I get that it's probably not Mercedes, but I'm just saying the Mercedes seat is still empty, so we've still got quite a big sign-in to go as well.
So what I've read today, they're still pushing for Antonelli. But Antonelli's had a couple of weeks of a bit of a shocker, really. But if they don't have Antonelli, they want Max still. That's back out there. And then if they can't get either of them, then they'll settle for Carlos. Carlos will be next week, I reckon.
Well, they said Barcelona, and Barcelona's come and gone. We're now at the Red Bull Ring.
I reckon it'll be next week for Silverstone because it'll be for Williams.
Could be, might not be, might be. Who knows? Find out.
My only saving grace is merch is a lot cheaper for Williams.
Hollister still do Williams.
Sorry?
Hollister still do Williams.
Exactly, a lot cheaper. I can go to Hollister and get it.
It'll come.
It'll come. And before we do F1 predictions, the F1 exhibition tickets went on sale this week. It was going to be in London.
They did.
And we're going.
Well, yeah, we are. Obviously, as if that
It's
is
like,
a shock to anybody at all. Like, I think that is just as shocking to find
as
out that
Lance Stroll
you're going
signed
to
for
that
it.
as Lance Stroll signing for Aston Martin.
100% is. I think what was more shocking is we actually all agreed the date in the end.
Quite quickly as well.
Yeah.
So for a bit of context, there's 5 of us going, right? And for a group of girls that are pretty easy going and like, I'm fine with whatever. I'm fine with whatever. You know, quite not indecisive, but kind of like, yeah,
But
whatever,
we didn't
whatever.
decide on anything.
No, we don't decide on anything. We just sort of happens.
Can you do this weekend? This weekend? Ian's fine with me. One girl, I can only do this weekend. Fine, fine. We'll do that weekend. So what time do we want to go? Nobody really answers the question.
Well, no, so well, yeah, we didn't really. But then I went, well, if because it's Singapore weekend we're going,
Yes, it's Singapore this week.
and you were like, well, if we go a qualifiers on 2, and I was like, well, if qualifiers on 2 and we go to 4, that's really we're gonna miss the end of qualifying because it's gonna take us like a little bit of time to
How you get
live.
yeah.
And then you were like, oh, what if we go to 5? And then I was like, well, 2 hours to get around. And then you went, it says 90 minutes. And I was like, you can't put a time on a dream. So in the end, we decided 10 o'clock in the morning.
So we're going. We're staying an hour and 20 minutes outside of the XL in London. And we're going at 10 o'clock in the morning. So we're going down the night before.
To be fair, the XL is the other side of London, so it's like it's quite far from anything anyway. So we're like actually staying like 35 minutes outside of London because of like air charges, and then the XL is like further out again then.
No, I know.
So
But yeah, we're going to the F1 exhibition.
woo!
In
So
fact, my dad tagged me in Facebook status tonight at about 6 o'clock. Went, oh, the tickets are now on sale. I don't know if you've seen. I don't know if you've seen. I've had it booked for. I've had it booked for a good 8 hours now, John.
what I love is the fact that I'm gonna have to go back again to take the boys.
I might have to come with you.
That's
I
fine
might
by
have
me.
to go family trip.
Family trip. I love how you just like, family.
Bold predictions from the girls.
Yes. So I've got from Zoe, our number 1 fan. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oscar Pastry. Pastry.
Please tell me it's written pastry.
No, it's not. Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris total domination. Austria sprint and feature race supremacy. McLaren.
Hopefully.
We've got Shan with track limits 2.0, but it's not
Not
turned out
though.
to be
Why?
Live, laugh, love, Lucy. Carlos and Charles start brawling on track and cause P1 to P17 to crash. DR wins.
Would
That's
that
all.
actually be true for the sprint race? I think it might be. I think DR is 617. It's sprint race.
Oh. Lucy again. A McLaren DNF. I feel it in my bones. You know when I read that, I was like, sorry, what?
So,
And then
well,
Rebecca.
Carl was starting 16. Charles would have wiped Ricardo.
And then Rebecca Sargent P1. That's bold. But his sprint quality wasn't too bad.
A couple in the chat as well. Sophia says that you're sure Bottas and Sargent are going to get points in either race.
Hmm.
Now that's bold. Michelle says 5 DNFs.
5.
5. Holly says realistic bold Alex in the points. extra bold. Lando went sprint and Max second on Sunday.
I must have missed those. Another Rebecca has predicted Logan points. So we've got two Rebeccas saying Logan P1, Logan points.
Yeah.
And then Rebecca again then has said double Williams points. Bold.
Talking about Rebecca, she's a very, very talented artist. We talk about her all the time. Did you see that Lando LN4 official liked a photo of a drawing?
No, I didn't see that one.
Oh, I need to get this drawn up.
Oh, I bet she was mega happy with that, wasn't she?
She was. I need to get this drawn up because it's absolutely insane. She's absolutely insane at drawing, Rebecca.
They're really nice as well, aren't they?
Yeah, so she drew the Lando bucket hat.
With the little heart glasses.
Yeah, but like to the detail of
Putting the
the
LFO on the
and the letters in the
lenses.
little beads. But yeah, she had that, and then she got this notification of LN4.
Liked your post. Ah, I bet she was like literally beside herself.
I made up for her. Really was.
Yeah, same. Our bold predictions for this week. So we're going to do the sprint and then we're going to do the race.
Okay.
Go.
Sprint.
Yes.
Verstappen. No. Verstappen. Piastri. Sainz.
Okay.
My thought process is Lando DNFs in this way and win the race.
Like Miami.
Miami. That's my thought process. So then, feature race, Norris, Sainz, Leclerc.
Like it. I like it. Sprint, I am going to go for Piastri,
Okay.
Sainz, Verstappen.
Okay.
Okay. Race, Norris, Piastri,
Leclerc. Piastri, Leclerc.
Verstappen.
Oh.
I think Leclerc's gonna be like fourth or fifth or something like that. I don't think he's gonna. I think Ferrari something seriously bad has happened with Ferrari and their upgrades and their strategies, and they just really need to go back into the drawing board and find out what's wrong.
Yeah. Before we end, you've missed one special feature from today's episode. What does the track look like?
Track looks like. So it's not quite an animal. Okay.
Yeah.
But do you know those silicone oven mitts you can get? Like the dog ones?
From the Morrison's advert at Christmas. I get you.
That's what the Red Bull ring looks like. Do you know I'm gonna be really sad, right? When we've done all of this year and we've all done what all the tracks look like. What am I'm gonna have to
What
think.
we're going to do next year?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about a new thing to do next year, like a new Emily's.
Well, I'm going to contribute to Emily's fun fact corner today.
Ooh.
McLaren and Ferrari are tied on the most wins at the Red Bull Ring.
I like it. So who, if any, are gonna become?
McLaren.
Yeah, well, yeah. I didn't wanna.
But yeah, that was PWine.
It was double header.
Hell of a lot of wine.
Our double header.
And we will see you next week for another double header.
Yeah. AM. It's Silverstone week.
Which means get to see each other.
So until then, Lando Norris is gonna win.
So we will see you next week.
And we will see you next week after Lando Norris's second win. I'm really going to hate myself if that doesn't work out.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.